What is power skiving? Today we have travelled to NCMT in Coventry to speak to Richard Turner to find out a little more. Now, here at NCMT you're well renowned for all your project work, and part of the projects is gear cutting. So can you explain to our audience what is power skiving?
Yeah, the power skiving principle is it's a very high speed gear manufacturing process. So we've got dedicated power skiving tools to generate the gear or spline form, whether it be helical or straight spur gears. We can do internal or external, so it's quite an involved process.
Now, power skiving has been around for many years, so why has it only been recently that you've been developing the process?
Yeah, power skiving, it's been developed over 100 years ago now, but it's only been sort of the last 30 years where it's been possible on various machines. But recently, with Okuma's especially, what we've got is because we are a single source provider of the machine, so we develop and make all the elements on the machine. So we've got control of what we put on there. So one of the main key factors is synchronisation. To do high speed gear cutting, we need synchronisation. For that to happen, we have got the encoders on there built by Okuma, so they are very high accurate encoders.
What axis of the machines are being synchronised, and how difficult has this been to achieve and develop?
Basically, because the gear cutting tool is in the milling spindle, so that is obviously one rotating part, the same as we've had with hobbing tools in the past. But because now there's many teeth on our power skiving tool, the part will rotate extremely fast in the turning spindle. So we have got an encoder now mounted onto the turning spindle. So the two rotations are the turning spindle and the milling spindle. And the synchronisation between the two is key.
Now, how did you used to cut the gears before on a machine such as the Multis U4000? And what advantages have you got through power skiving? Can you name all of the advantages, please, Richard?
Yeah, so previously hobbing was our method of manufacture, or shaping. That was our sort of methods of manufacture for gears. Internals, obviously, we only had the shaping method possible. But now with power skiving we can do internal gears as well. The main key benefit is speed. We can get those parts done very fast now as opposed to traditional methods of shaping and hobbing.
So why would you put a gear cutting application on a multitasking machine rather than buying a dedicated gear cutting machine?
Well, that's where it comes into its own, really, because these machines, because they are general purpose mill-turn machines that cover a large range of aspects of machining. So we can do the turning, we can do the milling, we can do this gear cutting as well. But also on this range of machine, we also offer a laser EX machine, so we can do hardening as well with our laser machines. So we can harden the gear teeth if possible, and we've also started now to develop gear grinding as well.
So what about if you're doing critical components, critical gears, say for example for the aerospace industry, what about the accuracy? Is this a problem?
That's again where people suffer. You're trying to look for real high accuracy gears, and again, because we've got control of everything on the machine. As for the control itself, we've got our own program writing software as well. We've got these encoders, everything that's on that machine, because it's all owned by ourselves. We've got control of that, and we can generate very accurate gears.
Now, on the Okuma machines and the product range, what machines can you produce gears on?
So predominantly we do look at our mill turn range. There's a big wide range of gear manufacturing methods across the whole entire range. But if we focus on the power skiving, really our mill turn range, so our Multis U series. We've also got our Multis B series, which is the slant bed version. That's possible to do power skiving on. And if we're going to go for large diameter gears, but not so much a long length, then we go to our 5-axis vertical machining centres. Again, the same principles follow from machine to machine. So we've got the encoders that travel from one machine to another, and they stick on all the machines basically.
So why would you look to produce gears on a machine like an Okuma Multis U4000 rather than a dedicated gear cutting machine?
The reason being, one of the main reasons being, is a dedicated gear cutting machine is very expensive. It's a very expensive bit of equipment. Plus, it doesn't do all the other multi-processes like our machines do. So if you're going to turn that same part, which you normally have to, because the datums normally come from a turn feature, also you might have some holes on there you've got to drill, some turning as well. With our platform, you can do all those processes, and the cost of the machine is not going to be anywhere near as much as what a dedicated machine is going to be.